Listen, we're about to have a tough conversation, and I'm really sorry, but you need to hear this and it needs to be had. Healthcare in America is a very tricky thing. In Canada, y'all even have it way more complicated and worse than here. Insurance companies are a racket. It is just absolutely ridiculous. And I have no idea the answer. I'm not even going to try to debate the answer. So we're just going to take that part and put it aside. That is not what I'm referring to. It's going to be referring to the whole picture and just you. Got it? All right. Sit down, take a breath. It'll be okay. But I want you to ask yourself something. What are you spending your money on? Is it the newest Louis Vuitton Prada bag? Is it the newest iPhone every time it comes out? Even though I know they're cool. Is it getting your nails done and toes every 2 weeks? Maybe it's a lavish vacations. Maybe you're a car person. Hey, we all need our things. But why is it so easy for you to spend money on that and not even think a thing of it? But you won't spend it on yourself and top-notch healthcare. That just seems ludicrous. You're willing to go throw thousands of dollars away on a bag, shoe, insert whatever, but you won't pay for a couple of appointments to take care of yourself, make yourself feel better, and essentially make you live longer to enjoy that stuff. What are you so scared of? Why are you doing that? This is something that we see a lot, and I see a lot. People are almost scared to take care of themselves and spend the money on themselves. And there's a couple of reasons that come up in my head and that I've seen as to why. First, people are scared it won't work. Okay. So if I spend the money on this and it doesn't work, I just wasted my money. How about you learned something about your body, you felt better, you grew, you are able to maybe get directed in the next steps to actually fix your pain, injury, illness, problem, whatever, performance to get better. And it just might not be with that first step, but you took the first step and it's leading you to the next spot. That's awesome. That's a win in my book. You don't have to be scared of that. Yeah, that first step who you might go to may not be your lifer, may not be the person you keep going back to and asking, hey, can you help me with this? Or can you help me with this and refer me to someone and we can have a team and in conjunction, all working together. For instance, I had a patient have cancer, have an injury during surgery, and the doctor just said, well, you're lucky to be alive. Which they were, obviously, but they were a top-notch go-getter, loved to be active, skied, water skied, all the things, golf, tennis, and they weren't even able to lift their arm. Yes. So they came to me. They had been a patient on and off for years for different things. In tears. I don't know what to do. I'm done. This is it. No. We can help you. But also, I know my lane. I know what I'm good at. I know what I can do. We need to get these other people on board too, because I know they're good at what they do. And we just surrounded them with this team. And guess what they're doing? Playing golf, skiing, traveling, snow skiing. But they had to spend the money. And they had to put themselves first. And actually, it was funny. They were a shoe person. And they stopped buying shoes for a period of time until they felt better. That was kind of their reward of, I'll put this money over here. So I know it's uncomfortable and it can be scary. And it's scary asking for help. That's the next reason. I have this problem too. It's hard to admit something is wrong, that you're not invincible, that you're not a superhero. I see this with my professional athletes all the time. They don't, they're strong. I mean, they got this. They can power through. They're tough. Like they don't want to say, oh, this kind of hurts. Or this is not, when I push off to the right, my right knee is just feeling not as explosive as it was. It's not injured yet, and I'm worried it's going to be injured. These are conversations that we need to have in order to get you better. But unless you are a little vulnerable and say that something hurts or something feels off or it's not right, you're never going to get the answers. Because once again, we can't do everything ourselves. We're not meant to do everything ourselves. Once again, you had to put yourself first and ask for help and spend the money. Reason 3, you have had this pain for so long. So long. It's what you talk about in all your conversations with your friends and family. For example, oh my God, my fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia, today is a really bad day. I don't think I can go to dinner tonight. Or, wow, I'm having a really good day. Let's get together. How's your pain? Oh, my elbow doesn't hurt as much today, blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, I have a bad knee and, ooh, it's really flared up today. Like, oh, this is it. Or, man, my bad back, it's just keeping me from actually being able to work out. I don't really know what to do with it. It flares up every 2 days. You have been holding on to these stories in your head and they become part of who you are for so long that you almost can't imagine yourself not talking about it. And I know that may hit a little deep and strike a nerve because that's pretty intense. But if this is you, you know I'm right, even though it might hurt a little bit right now. Being vulnerable, this is what this all circles back to, is really hard. Asking for help, admitting something's wrong, it's just very hard. That's okay. You can do hard things. And hard things and being uncomfortable is where you grow the most. I've seen that every single time in my life. I may not see it in the moment, but hindsight's 2020. Later on, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's kind of the lesson I've learned or I've grown in this way to be able to become wiser or whatever. Hopefully I don't do that again, but sometimes I've had to learn a couple lessons a couple times. We all have. None of us are perfect. You don't have to be your back pain. You don't have to be your knee pain. You don't have to be your fibromyalgia pain. You can ask for help. But you have to probably spend some money on you to get top-notch care. And I don't care if that's spending money in an instance of a copay or a doctor that doesn't take insurance or on travel to get to a doctor or on a regular whatever that may be. Maybe you have to spend the money on your nutrition and get prepared meals in a certain way for you for a while. Or maybe you have to hire a personal trainer that's working with your doctor in order to heal that injury and get you stronger back to where it is. Maybe you need to hire that coach to help you through. Maybe you need to actually take off time work, even though you're not getting paid, to relax and rejuvenate and reset. Maybe it's you need to hire a babysitter twice a week so you can have some mental freaking sanity. I'm just saying, showing up and spending money in different ways. Why aren't you doing it for you? Why are you doing it for all these superficial things that, I'm sorry, your Louis Vuitton, I can't even freaking say it. Your LV bag, Burberry, whatever it is, will get worn out. Your shoes will get worn out and you'll get over them. They won't be so cool in a couple months. Your car's going to break down eventually. You only have one body, one life. Put that first. And then I'm not saying you can't have the other stuff, but why would it not be a reward system? Why wouldn't you say, if I take these steps and I feel better, reward myself with X? That's more fun. And everything is a little more gratifying when you have to work for it and wait for it. This instant gratification of all the time that we're doing via our phones, via everything, I need this now, I don't have to work for it. Please don't even get me on that soapbox. Everything is better when you actually are invested into it with your soul. To do it, invest in you. I know this is heavy today. I know this is a lot. I know you might not like me in this moment because I'm striking some nerves and I'm right. Just take a breath. I'm here to help you. This is why we have to have tough conversations. I'm always going to keep it real with you. What can you do next? If you are injured, go get a game plan or de-stress in 20. You can reach out to me at Dr. Audra Lance on Instagram if you need some more guidance of, I don't even know what the first step would be. Once again, I'm here to help you. I am your cheerleader. I'm on your team. So let's go. Please share this episode with a friend that needs to hear this. If you don't have this conversation with them, let me. I'm happy to. The more people I can help, the better. And if you are on Spotify, please drop into the reviews and click the 5 stars. If you're on anything else like Apple, please write a little review if you like this episode and what you want to hear more of. I would really appreciate it. Have a great day.